What's up everyone, and welcome back to Fiction Tea Reviews. Today's tea is all about the Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries Season 1, 2009 drama, and you can watch it on Netflix. It is an American supernatural teen drama TV series about two vampire brothers, Stefan and Damon Salvatore, who come to Mystic Falls and fall for a human girl named Elena Gilbert, who looks exactly like their ex-vampire girlfriend, Catherine. They adapt as high schoolers and learn that not only are they not the only vampires, but there are more mythical creatures in this town. The show is developed by Kevin Williamson and Julie Plec. The main cast is Ian Somerhalder as Damon Salvatore, Nina Dobrev as Elena Gilbert, Paul Wesley as Stefan Salvatore, Candace King as Caroline Forbes, Kat Graham as Bonnie Bennett, Zach Rohrig as Matt Donovan, Stephen R. McQueen as Jeremy, Matthew Davis as Alaric, and Michael Trevno as Tyler. This video is brought to you by my self-published book, Rain. It is a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in a psych ward who get this new counselor that's trying to understand their mental illnesses and trying to understand them. But then the counselor shortly learns that these kids might not be crazy and that this place is actually making them crazy, all the while trying to figure out what's going on with him and his psychological demons and his problems. If you would like more information about this book, be sure to hit the link in the description box below. Supporting me and buying these books actually helps me to run this channel, so be sure to check that out, and let's start the video. Now, this is a teen drama, so it's a little bit melodramatic at times, especially with the main character, Elena. So Elena never listens. She never listens. Literally, every time they tell her, Elena, stay here. Elena, stay here. Don't do this. Don't do that. We're gonna need you to kind of pull back a little bit. What does Elena do, guys? Elena decides, I'm not gonna listen because I'm not human, because I'm immortal. Apparently, I don't understand or realize that I'm human and that I should probably listen to these vampires and that everyone is out to get me because I look like Katerina Petrova. I look like Catherine. No. What does she do? She decides that I'm just gonna go against all the odds, everything that you guys say, and I'm gonna try to be a hero. I'm gonna just fall into the role of damsel in distress and have everyone having to save my life by not listening and following directions, as if she's not a doppelganger of an ancient vampire. And the back and forth between her and Stefan, I can't do this. Stefan, I can't be with you. I'm sorry, Elena. The back and forth thing between those two, it's just, season 1 was just like, if y'all don't stop, are you gonna be together or you're not gonna be together? Make up your mind, guys. Come on. Decide right now. Sad to say, Elena might be on record the worst main character in a show and the least interesting, because literally every character is more interested in her. All the side characters, all the random characters they throw in there, the back characters, the lights, everyone. Even like her best friends, even Caroline, who I did not like, but I began to favor once she became a vampire because she was like less annoying. But man, is she like really cruel to her mom though? Like, cut her some slack. Bonnie is, as we all know, carried this show. I mean, if you've seen all the seasons and not just this season, you know the know. You're in on the know, and you know that she carried the show on her back and she deserved better. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go into detail. Maybe I'll review other seasons, but you know what I know. Also, Bonnie is bae. Like, do you see Bonnie? Beautiful, attractive, talented, and she's a witch. I love how she really held it down with the whole, when her grandma was like, I'm gonna protect my own before I protect anyone else. And she kind of held on to that ancestral like legacy in a way. And she would protect her friends. That's what she would put them first, and she put them before the vampires, and the only reason that she helped vampires is because of her friend. Yeah, we didn't get to see Bonnie a lot this season, specifically season 1, but there's a lot to say about her character. Next we have Matt's character. Matt I felt the most pity for. I felt really bad for Matt. He had lost a lot, but it also was becoming like very pathetic pity after a while. I was like, Matt, get it together. I understand she was your first love, but you gotta move on, man. You gotta move on. I mean, it was starting to become really embarrassing for him as a character. Then there was Tyler, who was like a complete douche and asshole, but once you realize why, it was like, oh, I feel a little bad for him. Just like a little teeny tad bit bad for him. And also, once you got to season 2, it was like, all right, that transformation seems like it's painful, so I kind of do feel even more bad. Then we have Jeremy. Okay, season 1, I feel like there's not really much to his character, but I did love Jeremy and Anna. They were a good couple. Anna deserved better. She did. She didn't deserve what she got. Then we have Alaric. I feel like watching this show back then, I didn't realize it, but now I'm like, Alaric is hot. Like, there's something about Alaric. I don't know if it's because like he was protecting Jenna. He was going head after like Damon at one point, and like he just don't back down. Like, you see how he came at Tyler's dad? Nobody else was trying to come at Tyler's dad. You know, Tyler's dad's like wealthy and prestige, probably think he can just talk to people however he wants. Alaric wasn't having that. He wasn't having that at all. I also love how him and Damon eventually became like, so how they formed an alliance, and then later on like how they became like really pretty much best friends. Speaking of Damon, Damon probably had the most character development out of all the characters, because in the beginning he was very arrogant, ignorant. He didn't care about anyone else. He only cared about himself. He only cared about killing. Once he met Elena, it was like he started to change and get a little bit better. And you could also, it also showed that Damon is probably more emotional than his brother. You could tell that Damon wasn't really a bad person. He was just like putting on this persona, and his emotions would be hurt when someone did something wrong, like if he felt like somebody betrayed him, like Elena, or that time with Bonnie, or even when Stefan would say something to him, he would like, you could see the hurt in him. He would just try to act like it didn't hurt him, but it really did. Lastly, we have Stefan, the love of my fairy tale life. He's perfect. There's nothing bad to say about Stefan. Nothing.
I said what I said.
Like I said, he's perfect. Nothing wrong with Stefan. As far as the acting go and the acting scenes, they were pretty good. A lot of the action scenes where they would get thrown or thrown through glass or something, they did pretty good for season 1. They did pretty good with the action sequences, and the character development was good. The only thing is, like in the beginning, I think it was like the pilot episodes. I think what happens is they pre-record the pilot episodes and then see if it gets picked up, and then like maybe months later it gets picked up, because you can always see like the characters change. There's like an upgrade in how they look or how they act. But that pilot episode, Damon was like a little bit cringy. Like his character, it's like he didn't fully feel and get into the groove of it. But then like once it got to like the second episode, you could see like he was becoming that character. Like he was becoming like more comfortable. Yeah, so overall I like this show. It could be a cheesy show if you're not into the whole teen vampire thing, the whole drama aesthetic, the whole teen aesthetic. If you're not into that, you won't like this, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. I feel like it has a little twist in this compared to other vampire shows, movies I've seen, so I definitely recommend it. It's not just vampires, there's other things in the mix, and it has a little bit of like edge to it, a little bit of like, it's not bad. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this. I definitely would say if you're gonna watch this, you might want to be, you know, because it helps. It, you know, add some commentary to it while you're watching it. Makes it much more enjoyable. Find people to watch it with. Talk out loud about the characters. I'm telling you, it makes the show 10 times better. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And comment below and let me know, would you sign up to be a vampire if you were able to be one for one day? And if so, what would you do? What would be the first thing you do if you were a vampire? Comment below and let me know. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell to get notified for future videos. Hit the link in my description to get a copy of my book, Rain, on Amazon or on my website. It's a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in the psych ward. Get this counselor who's trying to understand like what's going on with them. He learns that they're actually not crazy. They're being experimented on while he's been experimented on while trying to help them. And it just becomes really chaotic while he's trying to escape this place. And he learns that these kids might have ability. So if you're interested in that book, you're interested in hearing more about it, be sure to hit the link in the description box below like I said. Also hit me up at fictiontreviews12@gmail.com to send me requests for movie reviews and TV reviews and get added to my email list. So I'll see you next time.